Hello and welcome to King Pasha's Garage. Today I'm showing you another great all-wheel drive drift tune by me, and yeah, this one has drag tire compound, so it's a little different. But I really wanted it to. I'm pretty competitive. I'm a competitive person, and after I show you the share code, I'll tell you what I mean. Got the share code? Great. So. I saw, this is all the tunes that are in the game right now for drifting. And I saw this guy brought up a tune, and it had 802 horsepower, and I was like, hold my drink, I can do better than that. So I made one with 845 horsepower. My car is even quicker than his car. So, it might be heavier than his car by 100 something pounds, or less than 100 pounds, but still, I wanted to be on top. It's just something I really wanted to do. So yeah, so that's what I did. I'm very competitive, and yeah. So here's the video of it. Now I restart. I'm like, this tune is really good. I want to see if I can do better. So, I go back up to the top to run this again. I think the biggest problem I had to endure tuning this thing was angle. The drag tire on an all-wheel drive is a different story. And that was my biggest issue this morning tuning this car. And it would always straighten out. The front end would just straighten out all the time, and so I did some more alignment work on it, and I think I got it down to where it actually works properly. So what I did was I was running a lot of negative, toe and whatnot, and camber, and so I went into the positives. So instead of going negative, I went positive, and that's what fixed the issue. The moment I went into positive, it started to drift how it's supposed to drift. The front end does not pull straight anymore. It actually, the back end now finally starts walking the dog sideways, and so much easier. And it's still easy to control and handle. When I was running negative, it was not easy to control and handle. It was like trying to drift a teeter top. Like a center point, and then when the weight would shift, the whole car would shift, and that's just how I can explain it to you guys. It was rough. I was really killing my hands trying to keep this thing sideways until this setup came around. When I went to the positive side of life, it does a lot better. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that run drag tires. I don't run drag tires very, very often. Not since like Forza Motorsport 6, so I'm pretty sure you guys can just take my tune and beat my scores with it. I have no doubt in my mind that you can do it. But to get all that power into this car, I had to use drag tire compound. I was very impressed. I had a 1,093,000. I'm pretty sure you guys that know how to run drag tire compound would be able to take that and get a 1.1 million easily. So let me show you guys what I did to this thing. So I had the racing V12. That's right, I put a V12 in here. Alright. All-wheel drive drivetrain. Naturally aspirated. Can't get the turbo in there. We go right up to an S2 class. And I already have this car as heavy as possible to put the power that I did in it. Alright, it's got the drag tire compound. Skinny tires in the front. Skinny tires in the rear. Alright. I've got, not that one. That one right there. The Hockenheim. The Hockenheim rims. Can't come into work today. I got the Hockenheim. Alright. You got 18s in the front and 20s in the rear. Everything to keep it, an S1 class. So both of those are also stock as well, and they look fine on there, so you really don't need to max them out. Alright, so we've got a 6-speed transmission, race drive line, and a stock differential again. Yes, I'm using stock differentials now. I'm using it more often. Not really using the drift anymore. I got stock brakes, drift springs and dampeners. Now let's look at that power to get all that power in there. So you got a race intake, race throttle body, race fuel system, race ignition, race valves, race displacement, and race pistons and compression, and race oil and coolant. So everything is in race, minus the turbos, since you can't put them on here. I mean, you could possibly put it in there, but yeah, so right now this is what we're running. Okay, so we got a 0 to 60 in 1.733 seconds. All right, here's my gearing. We're using probably like second and third. Alignment. And once I went positive on my camber, that is where everything started to work. I was running negative camber and it teeter-tottered. It was terrible. And once I went to the positive side of life, it drifts like a king. So here's that. Anti-roll bars are 20 and 20. Alright. Springs are 355 and 336, and then I actually raised up the ride height on this one. So we have 3.9 and 3.9. Dampening, I just did. It's a small car with a V12. I wanted to make sure it was stiff, so we went 20s all the way down. It has downforce. You can't get rid of it. Can't rip it off. With a crowbar. I put them down to speed. There's no brakes, you don't need them. And then differential 76, 86, 97, 97, and there's 84% going to the rear. So everything I could to keep that rear end sideways is what I did. And there you have it, guys. There is my tune, build, and share code for the KTM GT4. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Stay sideways, my friends.